What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Twilight 9 card. This week, we have the Waste Management Phoenix Open, and the field is loaded. Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, Rory McElroy, Brooks Koepka, John Rahm. The field's stacked. So there's a lot of people to bet on, a lot of value on the board, so let's just jump right into it. First one, Justin Thomas, top 10, plus 110. He's coming off a missed cut in Abu Dhabi, but I'm not putting a bunch behind that. He's coming off the scandal and all that kind of stuff. He's one of the best ball strikers on the planet, if not the best one. He ranks 6th in strokes gained tee to green so far this season. In his last 2 starts here, he finished T3 last year and a solo 3rd in 2019. I like that. Again, one of the best iron players on the planet, which is important at TPC Scottsdale. Justin Thomas, plus 110 for a top 10. Next one, kind of going back to the well, he won us some money last week. Max Homa, top 40, plus 125. He was T6 here last season and a top 30 finish in 2019. He lives here, so he's very familiar with golf in the desert. He had a top 20 finish at the Farmers. He was one of the 54-hole leaders at the American Express, and the week before that, he finished inside the top 15 at Mayakoba. His value is still very good. You can get him for plus 225, I believe, for a top 20, but I like him here in a spot, top 40, Max Homa, plus 125. Going to a top 20 here, Will Zalatoris, plus 175. Last week, he finished T7 at the Farmers, and since the start of 2020, he has 14 top 10 finishes. That's more than anybody on tour. So far this season, he ranks 4th in strokes gained tee to green, which in my opinion is probably the most important stat at TPC Scottsdale. I expect a big week out of Will Z, top 20, plus 175. Going to a top 40, Luke List, plus 125. He had a T21 at the American Express, a top 10 last week at the Farmers. He's 24th on tour this season, tee to green. His last 3 appearances at the Waste Management, 2 of them have been top 30 finishes, and he led the field last week in strokes gained off the tee, which is going to be huge this week. I think he has another good week this week. Luke List, top 40, plus 125. Bigger name for this one, Bubba, top 30, plus 120. He missed the cut at the Farmers, but he really hasn't been playing that much golf. Before the Farmers at Torrey Pines, his last full field event was the Masters, so he really hasn't been playing that much golf. So far this season, he's 3rd in strokes gained tee to green, and at this tournament, he has back-to-back top 5 finishes. Love that for Bubba. I think he can bounce back in this spot, top 30, plus 120. And it wouldn't be a Twilight 9 show if we didn't mention my guy, Rory McElroy, top 10, plus 150. He currently ranks 19th on tour, strokes gained tee to green, and he's coming off a week at Torrey Pines where he ranks 6th in that same category. If he can get the short irons and the wedges going and the putter at all, I expect him to be inside the top 10. I could see him winning in this spot. Just because he's never been here before, I'm going to put him top 10, Rory McElroy, plus 150. And for a straight-up winner, another one of my guys, Xander Schauffele. I think this is a great week for him to finally get back inside the winning circle. He hasn't won since the 2019 Tournament of Champions. So far this season, he ranks 9th, strokes gained on the greens, 8th tee to green, and 2nd overall in strokes gained. He's never finished outside the top 20 at TPC Scottsdale, and in his last 6 starts, he has 4 top 5 finishes, including a runner-up finish last week to Patrick Reed at the Farmers. I think this is a great week for him to finally get it done. And that's it, guys. We're coming off a plus 225 week, I believe, at the Farmers, so we're going to look to keep that going. I think plus 3 units over the last 2 weeks, so hopefully we can add to that. Enjoy the golf this weekend. The field, again, is stacked. The featured groups are amazing, so enjoy the golf, and I'll talk to you guys next week.